So, Riley, I want to first start off with your immediate reaction and also just Japan's presence at both the bilateral and trilateral summit. What are your takeaways from this summit?
So starting from the trilateral, I think it does represent a next step in Japan's evolving security interests. I think this trilateral is actually very much an echo of last year's Camp David summit between the leaders of the U.S., Japan, and South Korea, where it was really, trying to not just, resolve historical issues, but, build these new trilateral alliances within the region. And so the Philippines, I think, is the next step, and it definitely echoes Japan's interest in, as they've said, becoming a global partner for the United States, going at it, shoulder to shoulder, really, as much as they can. And so I think the Philippines has been a clear potential partner since even last year. I know a lot of some officials were talking about including the Philippines last year, and so this is really that next step.
And going forwards in terms of security cooperation in the South China Sea, what are we going to see and what can we expect, given the fact that a lot of analysts are now saying that the South China Sea could be even more of a flashpoint than the Taiwan Strait?
Well, yeah, I mean, you see these videos online of the Chinese Coast Guard just blasting their water cannons and doing real damage to Philippine Coast Guards and ships. And so there's definitely, I think, a lot more action going on in the South China Sea. And so yes, it does get a lot more attention. And that's why I think in the joint statement, the joint vision that we just saw released from the White House between the United States, Japan, and Philippines is, there's going to be a lot more, I think, close partnership, a lot more training and coordinating their Coast Guard efforts, and of course, reaffirming America's commitment to the alliance with the Philippines as well. What does the future of all this mean, though? I think it's still up in the air.
And looking at the trilateral summit as a whole, the first time that the Philippines and Japan are in DC together, was this summit a success in the sense of achieving the goals that all three leaders wanted to accomplish at the summit?
I think that it definitely achieved a lot of what Kishida wanted. Time will tell, really, though, because this message isn't so much about confirming the alliance. I think when you talk to people in Washington, there's already so much support for the alliance. I mean, every Japan expert in Washington, I think over the last couple of months, has talked about the importance of this trip because Japan is such a strong ally and partner. The real test, I think, is over the next year, maybe 2 years, to see whether that messaging really resonates more with the people of Japan and the people of America.